Position, the dream star from world champion Pecco Bagnaia. He's going to lead the field into the first corner. The KTMs are side by side on the run down to turn one as well. Martin's had a really good start as well. He's coming through up almost in the second place.
He is going to be second as they go into turn two. He's up the inside of Brad Binder. Jorge Martin could not have scripted that much better. Bagnaia though has got the start he wanted. Clear tarmac ahead of him.
13, but once again, Bagnaia is just a little bit wide, a little bit offline. They've got to be careful. It's dirty offline here, and is that going to cost him some exit speed? Can Martin pounce on the run to the first corner?
Well, that number one Ducati really does punch up that final corner, even with that ball line contact between the two of them. Wow. Martin runs off.
That's Martin. He got sucked into the dirty air, didn't he, behind Bagnaia, and that could be it. That could be the World Championship over here. That was all about the slipstream. He got too close. Bagnaia had the exact same incident with the Gianantonio in Qatar 7 days ago. MotoGP at its very best, when it's all on the line, the world's best riders go for it. Oh, that's Marquez and Jorge Martin. They've tangled in turn 4, and that is your lot. That is game over. It's all gone wrong for Martin.
Yeah,
he collects Marc Marquez, who gets launched into orbit. That was horrendous for Marc Marquez. This is a tough one to take. This will take him a while to get over. So much sympathy as well for the luckless Marc Marquez. Nothing that Marquez could do about that one. He was just on his normal racing line going through that fourth corner.
Martin out. Martin out.
Martin out, and Pecco Bagnaia now can breathe accuser.
Yeah, he's dropped back to 6th.
I was going to say, what's happened to Binder? I was just looking there, Jack Miller's leading. So Jack Miller, out of nowhere, had a 1.2 second leader, and Binder's obviously made a huge mistake on that lap 14, just over half race distance,
in the third
completed in Valencia, and Binder's lost nearly 4 seconds. Oh, he goes wide. Same mistake he made in the sprint, even worse though, wasn't it?
That penalty lane.
Well, he ran wide there when trying to find a way through. Well, he let Jorge Martin through in the sprint, and that is a proper dropping of the ball, isn't it, for Binder?
Jack Miller suddenly is now in position to take a victory for the first time since Motegi last year. Here comes Binder then at the inside of Alex Marquez, and he bashes Alex Marquez aside, and you can see what Alex thinks of that. That's 3, and this is into 4, and he just barges his way through, and Alex Marquez. Brad Binder, he's been told to drop 1 position. Brad Binder will see now, if he hasn't already, that he needs to drop 1 position. He's too busy trying to gain 1 from Maverick Vinales. Here's Binder then, certainly not looking like he's going to try and drop a position. He's now going to drop 2.
Yeah, Binder pretty clearly hasn't seen the message.
And if he doesn't, he might get a long lap, and he's now sticking his left foot out there on the way out of turn of 1. There is a lot of anger behind that helmet, and that, by the way, Brad, is not the 1 position you need to drop.
It's not. He's got to get in as well here behind Fabio Di Gianantonio too.
They're saying Brad Binder to drop 1 position completed. I've got to say that's nonsense, because he gained 1 before he dropped it.
Yeah, how does that work? The position he had to drop was 6th place behind Di Gianantonio. Anyway, drop position completed for Brad Binder.
At the middle of the field, and is that him down at the front?
Is that Miller?
Down.
Oh, Jack Miller's got. Well, they've thrown away a 1-2.
What more
a 1-2 that was in their hands a few laps ago. Brad Binder made a mistake going into turn 10 that saw him lose nearly 4 seconds, and he lost the lead.
Well,
and now here is Miller going. Didn't he at turn 14? Although he's now desperately trying to fight away onto the podium, because the Gianantonio does sneak on the inside through turn 11.
Fabio Di Gianantonio started 11th on the grid, we remind you.
Here he comes into turn number 4. He dispenses of Zarco, and the Gianantonio up into 2nd place. And 14 remaining as the curtain comes down on this incredible 2023 World Championship campaign. He comes on the inside of Bagnaia. He will not be close enough, and Pecco Bagnaia retains the MotoGP World Championship. Pecco Bagnaia is your 2023 MotoGP World Champion, and he does it in a Valencia Grand Prix, which was one of the best of the season. What a season for Ducati and for Pecco Bagnaia.
That is the way that you clinch the biggest prize of all on 2 wheels. Pecco Bagnaia, race winner, world champion.